When we start a project like this, we test every product on the market and we try and work out, the good and bad points of each product. Nothing is good at everything. We get really, really inconsistent results. And we kind of set about trying to identify the reasons why this was the case. And one of the main things is actually bowl shape. A lot of food processors have a small blade because they've got small motors, and then they have a tapered bowl to bring out to try and increase the capacity. And what you find is a lot of foods get stuck up on the outside of the bowl. The other thing was feed tube size. I mean, if we have a look at one of a traditional food processor, with a food processor like this, you find that you've got to pre-cut your ingredients before you put them into the bowl. So it really defeats a lot of the purpose of bringing it out in the first place. So we set about designing the biggest feed tube we possibly could. And if you look at the traditional bowl, there's a hole in the bowl. So if you're doing like a soup and you go to pour it out, you find that you do get food coming down. So another key point for us was seal the bowl. So let's show you the new food processor. What you can see straight away is a really large capacity bowl that's got vertical sides. And I'll just take that off and show you the lid. It's very small term with a little alignment that you just drop on, not fiddly at all. And you'll see the middle of the bowl is sealed. So you can fill it up with liquid, like if you're doing soups, you've got about a 2.5 litre capacity for soup. And when you go to pour it out, you don't get the little surprise on the bench. So let's have a look at the feed tube. You can see it's about 3 times the size as a standard food processor. And that means you can put, say, a full potato in. So if you're doing chips or fries, you can get fries 14 centimetres long. What we needed to do was engineer a product that could withstand those kind of loads. And so what you've got at the bottom is a little bush that's rubber mounted, and a spindle that's got a sintered stainless steel top that's machined on the outsides so that we can drop our accessories on. That just drops on, and then when the lid drops on, there's a rubber mounted bush at the top which suspends this spindle in midair. So it's a very fixed point, and when we drop it on the food processor, it means all of our discs are running dead true, and also we get strength. We've got the centre spindle mounted top to bottom, and we do the same with all of our blades. And this is quite unique, that every blade has its own stainless steel pin, so that they're all suspended top to bottom, and so spin very true. And let me just show you this one here. So, safety. You've got a large feed tube, you don't want to cut your fingers. So we've developed a safety system which basically operates and stops the blade instantly when the feed tube is removed. So whether you're using a disc or a blade, you can never put your hand in when the food processor is operating. One of the other things that we found really frustrating about a lot of the food processors we bought, well, we brought them back into the office, these huge boxes full of accessories, took them apart, and there was nowhere to put the accessories, and my workstation was just surrounded with tools and I didn't know which product they came from. That made me quite passionate about trying to create a storage system that was very easy to use. You just throw everything in, it's all fully labelled, close it up, store it in your cupboard. So on this system here, you'll see the top level is all the stainless steel spindle and all the discs that fit onto it. The bottom level is your dough blade, your quad blade and your mini blade. And on this quad blade, it's a pretty dangerous blade. You can see it's got 4 very sharp cutting surfaces and does an amazing job, but if you want to put that in the dishwasher to wash it, which you can, we've given you a little cover you can slip on top, and that keeps it safe if the kids open the dishwasher, and that just stores away in your box. And you also get a cleaning brush and a spatula, and there's little spots to put those in. Close it up, and this can store on its back in the back of your cupboard. So you can put this product here, put the food processor in front of it, all stored away.